world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Who you got?
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Murray now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cardinals 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Murray now on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked. And in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver, been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons, and now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 45-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Gibson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
On the play. 1st down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Reddick in on the
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 14. Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Landon Collins made
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Washington.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robert Foster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for only a couple.
Pass complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. They fights him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
By Chase Young. Brought down back at the 27.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
To the 49-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Campbell.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run with Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Antonio Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Washington 28, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56 is the mic. I got one.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Gibson,
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 29-yard.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. On play action, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
1st down, Washington.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the